Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for The Walking Dead. This one's going to be doing our weekly character ranking video. This one is the top 5 best moments of Ezekiel from The Walking Dead. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing another video for today. This one's going to be doing another video for The Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be doing our weekly video for The Walking Dead character ranking videos. This one is our ranking for the top 5 best moments of Ezekiel from The Walking Dead. So, this is the winner of the poll this week. We had a lot of characters on here, but King Ezekiel way just like outdid everybody. Like, he was at the top of the top. So, definitely was excited to do this because I love Ezekiel. I mean, Ezekiel is one of my favorite characters in The Walking Dead, especially in the recent seasons, you know, like the newer parts, like season 9, 10, 11, stuff like that. Ezekiel just has always been a character that stood out to me in those seasons, and I think Kari Payton is an absolutely brilliant actor. Kari Payton really has a lot of charisma that really just brings Ezekiel to life. And I honestly would say that I think he smokes the comic counterpart. I think TV Ezekiel is way better than the comic book series Ezekiel. So anyway, let's get into the top 5 best moments. Obviously, to let you guys know, this is just my opinion. This is just my thoughts on the character. And there are a lot more moments from Ezekiel I would love to put on here. But these are the ones that made it into the top 5. So, number 5 is going to be Ezekiel's speech before they go to war. So, this is easily one of my favorite moments of Ezekiel. Now, I could only put it at number 5 because it is just a speech after all. It's only, you know, him talking. But it has such an impact, and it's such a great scene. And basically, you've got the kingdom that's all kind of rallying up together. You got everybody that's getting ready for war. And Ezekiel talks about how they are one, and the whole thing about we will win, and you trust the king, we will win, and fear not, and this whole thing. It's one of those things that was really inspirational. It was really, really awesome, and it was a really good speech for the kingdom people to hear. Unfortunately, it doesn't turn out good because Ezekiel then returns with only Jerry and Carol present. But it was a really exciting speech, and I think that's why it's in this list, is because of the weight of what happens after that and how the speech doesn't really age that well because of, everybody just dying around him, that it makes that scene more emotional and more impactful because of all the people he loses. So, to me, that's a very underrated scene and a great speech moment from Ezekiel. Number 4 is then going to be our group tricks the saviors. So, this was badass from Ezekiel. This was badass. I remember this one. When they're kind of preparing their plan and they're kind of saying like, yeah, they probably have the numbers, but we have strategy. And Ezekiel's like, yes, we do. Yes, we do, And they walk out there with their hands up. You think the saviors just got them. But behind the scenes, Ezekiel and Carol were actually planting a major attack point where Carol and Jerry and the others managed to come in there and take out the saviors. That was a really cool sequence. I really like that one a lot. And it was a really awesome moment. Number 3 is then going to be season 8, episode 8, when Ezekiel saves his people and sacrifices himself. So if you guys don't remember, this was the scene where Gavin and the rest of the saviors took over the kingdom, and Ezekiel was basically trying to hide because they were trying to find Ezekiel to kill him basically in front of everybody. And basically Ezekiel ends up sacrificing himself for just everybody there. Basically that's what goes down. He drives the truck through, he manages to get everybody to safety, and I thought it was a really, really exciting scene. It was actually, to me, a very underrated moment because Ezekiel was a gangster in that scene. He drives the bus, he runs over people, he starts the fire to distract Gavin and the saviors, and he makes sure that Carol, Nabila, and everybody else are outside of the gate, and then he closes the gate as he tells Carol, save them, like you saved me. Closes the gate, looks at Gavin, he's like, here I am, and I love that. I think that is such an underrated scene from that episode. Nobody talks about that scene, and I'll never understand it. It is such a legendary scene from Ezekiel. So good. Number 2 is then going to be season 11, episode 22. Ezekiel is about to give himself up to save Negan and Annie. This, without a doubt, is one of the greatest scenes of the final season for me because of how cinematic it is. I mean, you get Negan, of course, who has admitted to being the rat within the group, right? And he's going to sacrifice himself. But then the warden thinks that, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll actually kill Annie too. And Negan freaks out and he's like, no, that wasn't our deal. And what does Ezekiel do? He goes right in front of the both of them and says, if you're going to kill them, you're going to have to get through me first, you know? And it's so cool because he influences, this is how influential the king is, right, on everybody. He influences everybody else to all gather up in front of Negan and Annie and stand as a group, you know? And I thought that was so cool. And I love it because you've got Ezekiel that's trying to talk down these soldiers like, this world is broken, but we don't have to be, you know? It was really cool. And to be honest, I would actually say that was one of my probably my favorite scene of Ezekiel throughout the entire show if it wasn't for this number one. But my all-time favorite Ezekiel moment, I don't think anybody could disagree with this. When this happened, everybody jumped out of their seats. Everybody freaked out when this guy came in. And that's going to be season 7, episode 16. Alexandria will not fall, not on this day. I mean, my goodness, that was so badass. You know, you think it's over, you know, like Rick's talking Negan down, saying he's gonna kill him. He's like been shot in the side, or I guess he was grazed, as he stated to Jadis later on. But he was grazed in the side. He was talking to Negan about, you know, how he's gonna kill him no matter what. Nothing is gonna change that. Negan was fully on board with killing Carl in that moment. And then Ezekiel comes in with the tiger, and completely they just start annihilating the Saviors. I mean, Ezekiel to me was truly the hero of that episode. He is why that episode went a better route instead of going a really dark route and Carl would have died and Rick's hands would have been taken and all that stuff. It was just so refreshing and it was such a rewarding scene after a season of struggling to get back at Negan and the Saviors. They finally did that, and it was by the help of Ezekiel. I mean, to me, there's just no better Ezekiel moment than that. That was incredible. So, anyway, let me know in the comment section below, what are your favorite Ezekiel moments throughout the entire Walking Dead show? Khary Payton as an actor is absolutely sensational. I love Ezekiel as a character, and I love Khary Payton as an actor, and hopefully we'll get to see him again sometime. You know, hopefully maybe he can come back in the franchise at some point and do something else. I would really enjoy that, but anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Of course, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy this video, make sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos of The Walking Dead. Make sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead Reviews on Instagram, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos of The Walking Dead. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.